blessings on me. No one can take blessings on. Hold on. Now let me talk it briefly and prompt. I employ the critics every week and month. If it was not for me, they would not be rampant. I make them stampede like elephant. So wait, let me give the critic it blunt. Every critic all your mother's front. I will talk what I say what I want. You think that this talent come here by your son? If Father God who bless me with it back and front. On me first year, you want me to flunk. Just a talk me controlly in your trunk. Yo, blessing is still coming on. So what me saying? No one can take blessings on me. No one can take blessings on me. No, because I've been blessed by the Almighty. Yeah, no one. You know why some of them jealous me when me rise? Yeah, this. Got face to face, man, them never to defeat me, them shall never. Intellectual and clever, make them blood like a river. Them a the take, I'm here the giver, make them quiver, make them shiver, make them...
This is TTT News on Talk City 91.1 FM.
Good morning, this is your TTT News Update. I'm Carrie Roberts. Making the news at this time. The Prime Minister has declared a state of emergency effective Tuesday, 3rd March 2026, following advice from the National Security Council. After meeting on March 2nd and receiving briefings from the Police Commissioner, Chief of Defense Staff, and Head of the Strategic Services Agency, the Council noted a sharp increase in violent gang activity since the previous state of emergency ended on January 31st. Several incidents involved mass shootings, ongoing reprisal attacks, and credible threats against police, prison officers, and other security personnel. The Prime Minister had previously warned criminal gangs that continued lawlessness would result in decisive action. In light of escalating violence and threats to public safety, Her Excellency the President declared the state of emergency on March 2nd. She said this action reinforces the government's zero-tolerance approach to crime and its commitment to protecting law-abiding citizens and preserving national security. The Minister of Homeland Security, Roger Alexander, is encouraging migrants to make full use of the existing migrant registration framework, emphasizing that it provides a structured and lawful pathway for individuals to regularize their status. In-person interviews officially began on Monday as part of the ongoing process. Speaking to reporters at the Atto Bolden Stadium in Couva, Minister Alexander reminded of the consequences for migrants if they fail to register.
Not afraid. If we provided something for you, for your own benefit, then come and register. That's all we ask. If you fail to, then the consequences must be yours. You see, what we're doing here is something that it should have been done in the first instance. And it was recklessly done. We are changing the game.
Last Wednesday, February 25th, was the final day for online registrations with regards to the migrant registration framework. In-person interviews began on Monday at the Hazley Crawford Stadium in Port of Spain, Larry Gomes Stadium in Arima, and Atto Bolden Stadium in Couva until March 27th. Registration in Tobago will commence on Tuesday at the Dwight York Stadium until next Wednesday, March 11th. And a 19-year-old student, Tobagonian student, is currently stranded in Abu Dhabi as military tensions intensify across the Middle East, involving Iran, Israel, and the United States. With airspace restrictions, heightened security alerts, and uncertainty surrounding possible military action, the young national has been unable to secure safe travel arrangements back home. Chief Secretary Fawad Augustine confirmed that the young man, Raylan Taylor, was scheduled to return to Tobago on Sunday after attending Candidate Day at the New York University, Abu Dhabi.
All flights are cancelled. The family is indicating that he's safe. The young man's name is Raylan. He's a university student with NYU. That he's safe, that they're still being held at a hotel there in Abu Dhabi. I wouldn't give the name of the hotel. And certainly the family reached out. I received this message at 11:15 a.m.
Mr. Augustine noted that he has been actively following up on the matter.
The family reached out to essentially ask if we can do an intervention. So I will have to have a conversation with the Minister of Foreign and CARICOM Affairs to see what Trinidad and Tobago is doing in terms of its citizens who might be stuck abroad. And then I'll be able to give a detailed response in terms of what we can do.
The Chief Secretary explained that while the Tobago House of Assembly stands ready to assist where possible, the closure of airports may pose significant logistical challenges. He emphasized that the immediate priority is ensuring Mr. Taylor's continued safety. And in some sport now, the West Indies senior men's team were stranded in India after their elimination from the ICC Men's T20 World Cup being hosted by India and Sri Lanka. In a media release issued on Monday, Cricket West Indies says international flight routes have been severely impacted by the regional security situation, forcing airlines to adjust scheduled services. CWI is coordinating with the ICC and airline partners to arrange the earliest safe departure for the squad and support staff. The board says players and officials were comfortably accommodated and in good health and promises